Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Cornhuskers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball bounces through the and it will be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The run inside. It's Turner. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Turner. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Quarterback making adjustments. Takes a handoff. It's Nelson. And he's still running after the move. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. When you're called corn huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Cornhusker. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Panthers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just triples to the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Nelson. Makes a man miss. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Right back to the well. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Got it set up on the outside. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Buys a little time. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
He's got him. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Huskers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Nelson. Hard running there. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They feed him again. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they hope that false start penalty doesn't come back to haunt them. Second and goal again. Running back searching for a hole. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. And he's in! Touchdown, Nebraska! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
turning it on! Down inside the 35, stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play!
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll move the wide receiver. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Turner. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this offense has put a nice drive together. I don't mind the run on 2nd down. We're not in a hurry. We actually want to use a lot of this clock. But more importantly, we want to punch this in the end zone. We want to cut into this lead, gain some momentum. We've struggled this first half, but we can end on a high note.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Pitt! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. Could be an alley. They bring him down after a gain of 7. It'll be enough for the first down, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. On his feet at the 40. Finding some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Touchdown, Husker! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Turner. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Panthers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time. Before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Barney. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. He's got it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Hunter. Got room at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen, because they're just so dynamic.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Oh, they're after him. Got the back over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Robinson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Quickly complete. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No. That a return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. He'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Calandria. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Turner. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
That's reeled in. It's Turner. There he goes. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese.
Breaks into the open. Powers through. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers!
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
runs through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Fires to the big fella. Rams him with the stiff arm. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Huskers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. The run inside. It's Ives. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Looking deep. Got it. Touchdown, Nebraska. Once he got some room, it was over. The Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Turner. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. Got the first down himself. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Quarterback keeps it. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. The give to the back. Maybe some room here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Nelson. Strong, firm tackle.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
To throw, it's Calandria. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And it's no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. Look out, he's got room. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Pitt right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going over the top. Got it down the field. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Finds a little space. Picks up the first down. Might have a chance. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Great tough running by the running back, low to the ground, continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that first down.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Stumbled to the ground.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. The run inside. It's Turner. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 50. The 40.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. We've reached this 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Try try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. Third and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got fourth in California.
The Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. This possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
If you're the defense, you've got to finish the play. They had the quarterback. They had him corralled in the backfield, just not able to get him down on the ground. And you see, against this type of athlete, he can hurt you if he gets outside the pocket.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Running inside, it's George. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got a little grass. Bust through behind his pad. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Stepping to the right. Lets it fly. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Plows through the defense. Oh, he's got some space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Handoff to the fullback. Showing off the arms. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
They'll go to the fullback. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
They'll power it inside with the fullback.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Fullback's got it. Can't get him to the ground.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
The Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the fullback. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
And the Pirates kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Sticks it in his belly. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field, but a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
The give to the big fullback. Ripping through the defense. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Finding an escape route. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Easy. Tino. Hey, go.
The give to the fullback. Runs through the tackle. He gets just a few links away from that first down marker as they almost convert on third down there.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the fullback. Fighting off the defender. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket from what's left in this first half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Catch in the middle, it's Strong. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Big fullback's got it. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Flagway wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. Still on his feet. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always harder when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Give to the big fullback. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Run it with the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The give to the fullback. Fights off a defender. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the fullback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play, too. You get the ball to the fullback. You're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the fullback. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Blue Devils want to move quickly. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Handoff to the single running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. The run inside. It's Russell. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Timeout, Duke. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the Pirates send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Maybe 1 notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Lagway to pass. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go in the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced. But this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Takes a hit as he fires.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pulls it in on the right. This defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got to find a completion on this one. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And now you got the one final play, right? Like, this is, you've dreamed about this. You've tried to put yourself in this situation. You're down a score. You've got to make something happen. What's your go-to play? Who's your go-to player in this big-time situation?
So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. DJ Lagway to throw again. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it.